Hi everyone, and welcome to Jungle Girl Keeps It Real. And today I'm going to be talking to you about how I deal with pests on the farm. I have got this beautiful ripe soursop ready to pick, but I am not going to go near it. Why? Because this little tree has been taken over by a nest of wasps, and I do not want to disturb them. Now these are paper wasps, and a sting from one of these feels like you have been punched with a burning hot needle. Not only that, they swarm, so the chances are you will be stung many times over. Right now I'm being super careful not to disturb these guys because they will come for me. So these guys are protecting their nest, which is full of eggs and larvae, and although I totally understand that, they're also a real bugger. So some people use poisons to kill them and others burn them, but I have a far more sinister way that uses neither flame nor poison. Enter the mighty green ant. Now, if you happen to live in the northern states of Australia, you will be very familiar with these guys. You might hate them, you might love them. They are also extremely territorial and will defend these nests and their tree from any suspected invasion. And these nests can get huge, and they particularly seem to like my citrus trees. This nest is on a lime tree. Now these guys look fierce, but they are actually relatively harmless, compared to a wasp anyway. They do bite and they do swarm, but they don't have a sting, so apart from being a bit irritating, they are easy garden fellows. You can see that I can easily let these dudes crawl on me, and they will try to nip me. These nests are really beautiful structures. The ants bind leaves together with silk to form a pod which is fiercely guarded. These guys will have a laying queen in here, and a colony can have up to 500,000 workers. Now, although they don't sting, these little nips can damage my skin just enough so that a squirt of formic acid from these little guys' green butt can cause discomfort. That formic acid has unique citrus zing, and believe it or not, these guys are considered great bush tucker. Traditional owners of the land have been using them for generations as food and to treat ailments, but more on that later. These guys are real little carnivores and will happily munch on other bugs. So I am going to cut the branch that is holding this nest onto the tree and move the nest to another tree where I happen to know where a huge amount of protein is. Yep, back to our wasp nest. So the aim is to carefully place the entire nest, very carefully so as not to disturb the wasps, onto the branches of the soursop tree. You can see these little guys are very quickly rushing about to explore their new home. As it is with hives of any sort, they will be communicating this information back along the line. And yep, you guessed it, a nice juicy wasp nest filled with baby wasps and eggs. Yummy. So I'm going to leave this for 24 hours overnight and check back tomorrow evening to see what's going on. These little guys need to get their affairs in order because the war has begun. So here we are, 24 hours later, and let's take a look. Our green ant nest is still here, buzzing with activity, but up here you can see that the wasp's nest has been completely annihilated. Any able flying wasp that wasn't killed in the war has abandoned the cause, and if we take a look inside the nest, you can see that it is completely empty. 24 hours ago, these intricate paper chambers would have been filled with eggs and larvae, but they have all been claimed by the ants as spoils of war. In fact, these ants are so happy with this location, they are building a new nest, weaving together the soursop leaves. I suspect all those juicy wasp larvae will feed the next generation of green ants. Did I mention these guys are great bush tucker? Well, here is another reason to get these guys building nests in your orchard. You can sell these nests for $600 a kilo. Yep, that's right. They are a highly prized gourmet ingredient and have been used to flavour products like cheeses, gin and even ice cream. That's 600 good reasons to feed these guys up. So I've taken the original nest and moved it along to the next soursop tree with a wasp nest, and I am going to let them devour it. And you can also use this method for any pests, caterpillars, beetles, mites. Green ants do not like to share a tree and they love to eat bugs.